Hey everybody, it's time to talk about the Dallas Fort and Fort Worth real estate market in Collin County, as I do this time every week. And I always give context before we get into the numbers. So the 10-year Treasury bill yield is at 4.28. It keeps creeping up, so mortgage rates are not dropping. I know that we have the new Fed chair that's supposed to come in May. We'll see what happens. He's talked about decreasing the Fed overnight rate, but again, as I've mentioned, that does not affect mortgage rates. It affects credit card rates, car loans, short-term things, CD rates, savings rates. So we're going to see what happens. We still have inflation, and that's the big part. That's that's the elephant in the room still. I know it's come down, but we have a lot of debt, and that's the big part of the driver. You've seen gold and silver come crashing down, which is actually a good thing, and oil prices. Oil prices really affect inflation because we use oil in everything to transport everything, to make things. So hopefully that trend continues, and we'll see a drop in mortgage rates, hopefully. Let's hope it does. It's still not a seller's market. We have less inventory, but we have price instability. I told you last week I was going to do a video about it. Been busy taking care of a bunch of things here around the home, but I'm going to get to that this week for certain. It's very interesting what I learned about the old adage that if we had 6 months of inventory, we're in a balanced market, a buyer's market. It's really all about price stability. We actually only have a little over 3 months of inventory right now, and it's not a seller's market anywhere in Dallas Fort Worth. So now let's get into the numbers. Pardon me. In all of Dallas Fort Worth, had 6,258 new listings this market, up 312 from the last week. 909 homes went back on the market, up 221. Again, sellers, if you know something's wrong, get it fixed. There's lots of inventory for buyers. They're picky because they can be. And if you're not wanting to make repairs, don't put your home on the market in this market. I would suggest you get it pre-inspected, get things taken care of. That way you haven't shown in your seller's disclosure those things, and you might even include a copy of the inspection report when you post it when your agent markets it on MLS. Just a good way to circumvent issues. Every inspector will find an issue. That's what they're paid to do. They all inspect according to the same guidelines. Some are, we'll just say, more diligent than others. 6,600, well, let's see, 734 home sellers increased their price. They still don't have the memo. That's down 185 from the week before. Of course, we had our snowpocalypse 2026. Hope you all survived. Hopefully you didn't have pipes burst. I know I saw some people in my neighborhood. Apparently they didn't drip and their supply lines froze beneath the ground, which I don't see that very often here. 6,684 sellers did get the message, and they reduced the price of their home. That's up 525 from the week before. 1,114 homes went under contract, down 288 from the week before. But again, with the weather like it was, not surprised. Surprised anything went under contract. 3,777 homes closed. That's up 993 from the week before. A lot of those are probably people that locked in on rates back in December when rates had bottomed and then they started going right back up. Hopefully we'll see that again, but I mean, rates are still, I can't really quote rates, but I know they're in the low sixes. We'll say that. It's the first day of the month, so we had 2,273 homes expire off the MLS. That's up 1,659 from the week before. 2,163 home sellers canceled their listings, said, hey, I'm done, down 130. Listen to your agents if you're a seller out there. Price it accordingly. If they tell you something needs to be taken care of, make sure you address it. And now let's talk about Collin County. This is from the beginning of the year till today. There's 1,635 active listings, 313 that are under active option contract, 846 that are pending. We had 944 homes closed this year in Collin County. I hope you find this information useful every week. I'm going to be doing more series. I've just been busy. As I said, I'm going to get around to doing some things. I actually have around to it. Back when I was single, a girlfriend gave me, many years ago when I was single, I had a girlfriend give me a round to it. It actually was round and had the word to it because I said I'm going to get around to it a lot. Anyway, as as I said, hopefully you find this information useful. If you wonder what's going on in your neighborhood, your market, everything is neighborhood and location specific. Schools matter, location matters, location in the neighborhood matters. What's next to you matters. See you next week. Glad to see the ice is just about gone. I still have some on my front porch since my house faces north. You guys stay warm, and we'll see you next time.